In every human life, two paths lie open. One leads toward the light, the other toward decay. One is to step forward toward what one believes in. The other is to sink away like sand beneath one's feet. No path is ever truly flat or meaningless if the human heart still knows how to yearn. Only the path that leads toward an ideal can help our souls stand tall and hold their heads high. Everyone is born bearing within their chest a tiny deep-seated spark, a glowing ember. Some nurture it until it becomes a crimson sun. Others let it flicker out amidst the sorrowful winds. To live in this realm is not merely to breathe, nor simply to eat one's fill and sleep the days away. If one's feet do not step towards something noble and high, then how does one differ from a dry leaf drifting in the wind? There are long nights, moonless and fireless, when we ask our hearts, what is the purpose of living? If upon waking tomorrow life remains just as it was yesterday, then the bloom of youth will surely drift away in vain. To journey toward an ideal is to traverse rocky ground, to pass through dark abysses and through endless toil, to endure the laughter of scorn, the sting of betrayal, and moments of pain so deep one feels ready to collapse. Yet it is precisely these hardships that serve as the forge, transforming common iron into a sacred blade, turning hesitant steps into a path through the storm, transforming tear-dimmed eyes into the brilliance of a star. A person with an ideal seeks not an easy life, but simply a life lived with true human worth. Though their clothes be worn and threadbare, though their hands be rough and callous, their heart still burns brightly an unceasing flame. There are those who choose a life of flat, placid safety, daring neither to dream far nor to venture forth. It may seem like peace, yet in the deepest depths of their being, they die a little more each day amidst this fleeting, transient world. For death is not merely the moment one closes one's eyes. There are souls that have withered long ago, when they ceased to believe, when they ceased to fight, when they lived on, yet their hearts grew cold as the grave. So if I must choose between these two paths, I choose the path that leads toward my dreams. Even if my feet bleed, even if the skies are shrouded in gloom, the storm, it is far better to stand tall and move forward. For an ideal is not merely pretty words to be worn upon the lips, then swept away by the wind. An ideal is that which compels us to rise, so that after every hurt we still yearn to press on. An ideal is holding fast to one true thing, even when the whole world turns its back on us. It is believing, even when darkness looms before our eyes, that the dawn will inevitably break. Perhaps tomorrow we may not reach the finish line, but every step taken along the way is worthy of pride. For a life lived beautifully is not defined by the outcome, but by a heart that never bowed in submission. If in a lifetime one never burns with fierce intensity, never dares to love, never dares to give of oneself, never dares to build the things one believes in, then living 100 years is ultimately hollow and empty. So go forth, press on, though life be harsh and cruel. Keep deep within your heart a vision of the highest peak. Live each remaining day as if it were meant to carve your name forever among the stars. Do not let the fear of failure make your spirit falter. Do not fear being solitary amidst the bustling crowd of humanity. Fear only that you might forget what is noble and true, and trade your very soul for a moment of easy comfort. I would rather fall priceless ash. In this human life, there are but two paths to choose. One leads to the glory reserved for the resilient and strong. The other leads to a living death, a demise while still breathing, simply because one never dared to hold fast to one's beliefs. So step forward now, do not retreat, do not delay, do not let your life rot away in complacent comfort. Pursue your ideals with every fiber of your being, so that even